Hey y'all, welcome back. So I have really been enjoying playing in the new expansion pack, the For Rent expansion pack. Today I wanted to get in here and create an apartment complex of sorts, a small rental, if you will. This turns out to be a 4-bedroom, 4-bath. The rooms are definitely on the smaller side, so it is split. The middle of the U shape is kind of your office area, if you will. It's got mailboxes, some bulletin boards, real simple. There's a little room, you'll go down into it and it'll be your electrical area, your utility area for the landlord. But other than that, it's got 4 rooms set up so that you can rent it out 4 times, rent it out 3 times, live in it yourself, whatever that looks like for your gameplay, or take all the rental areas off and just use it as a giant house for your Sims. Whatever that looks like, it's your game, right? So I will start off, it is not play tested at this point. It is on the gallery, but it's just been super busy. If you caught my last video, you know I've been really sick and I'm just trying to keep up with everything at this moment. It's not play tested, full warning. If something's in the way, definitely delete it, move it around, whatever you need to do. I want to say it all looks good, but it's The Sims 4, so you never know. Just getting to play with all the beautiful tiles that came with it, messing around with what their patterns would look like. I love this like mauvey wood tone, so that's what kind of I really lean into with this build. Just something a little different, right? I love the open windows. They don't seem to glitch out the lighting. At least to me, they didn't, but you never know. Everyone's game always tends to be just a little different. You know, you download this house and it could be completely broken. I don't know, but it worked for me. The lighting looked good. I did bring a sim in here to get pictures. Didn't play test it. I should have taken that as my opportunity, but I didn't. Oh well, it is what it is. So my thought here was I wanted to build this beautiful courtyard, okay? You have to maybe have a key to get into this gate that leads you into the apartment complex. There are 2 staircases. Each one leads up to one side of this upstairs courtyard, this little opening that will have doors for the upper apartments. The lower apartments will have doors kind of right when you walk into the gate at the bottom of the staircase. I wanted to utilize so much, but not go too crazy with everything. So definitely wanted to take advantage of the wallpapers and the roof trims and the roofing, as well as like the columns and spandrels. Just really go for it. And because these rooms, these rental rooms are so long and skinny, it definitely was a lot of playing around with it, seeing how everything was going to fit, what made the most sense. So they really are just kind of like an open space room with a bathroom. Like I said, I really wanted to use the pack, so I go ahead and use the bed multiple times. I used the kitchen counters in every room because I definitely wanted to utilize those colors and try out different ways of how they would look with the different swatches. And it was a lot of fun. So this is me trying to figure out my basement. I knew that I wanted to have a basement for the utility room, if you will. I didn't want it kind of out in the open. I wanted it off to the side, which basement perfect. And it's just a small tiny little basement, and I kind of made it dirty and put some lovely little things on the wall to make it look grungy, but nothing else in this apartment complex is gross. I definitely stuck with some color themes for these apartments. So they are fully furnished for your Sims and ready to go. This first apartment right here is the blue apartment. I wanted to keep it very light and really play into that bed swatch. Blue tile in the bathroom, stick with all the blue tones, all the blue swatches that are available to you with the new pack. And then in the other bedrooms, I use red, and then I use 2 different types of green. And so you'll see as it starts coming together here, I'm just copy and pasting basically. I figure out the layout for the bathroom, keeping it small so I could have extra room, but still something that your Sims can go in, take their shower, go to the bathroom, wash their hands, all the things that they need to do. Their beds are pretty open. So really, when it comes down to food, sleep, and bathroom needs, your Sims are set. I gave them little extra things like bookcases so they could read. I think there's only one TV in the entire complex. And that's fine. You don't always need the TV. And your Sim, if they have people move in, they can worry about getting a TV on their own. It's not up to you, right? You're just the landlord. You've given them all the amenities, and whatever else is extra, and that's on them. But I would say these are nice apartments. If it's like your first apartment and you just need something, you got a double bed and a nice little kitchen area and a sitting area and a bathroom. What more could you ask for? Now, this is built on a smaller lot, so there's not really a backyard. There's nothing back there but plants and landscaping. I didn't feel the need to go into that. I just wanted to keep it really focused on the apartment. In this upstairs left-hand room, I do use a twin bed. I use the smaller bed just to see how it would work, and I really like it. It's got a good swatch. It's just a base game bed. It's got a really pretty green and gold swatch, which I obviously am using in the couch. And then as for the kitchens, all the kitchens are just maybe a little different each and every time, just depending on how the layout was going to go. And I mean, I'm just popping around from room to room, kind of adding things as I'm going, seeing something that, oh, I need a trash can in this room, so I'm going to add trash cans to all of them real quick, so that way I don't forget that they need a trash can. Which it would probably be ideal if you're playing with other packs to maybe put one of the wall trash cans in, like the actual apartment trash cans that just slot to the wall. But once again, I wanted to really stick to base game and for rent, so that way if you've got the new pack, it's download it, you got it. Now if you don't have the new pack and you just have base game, unfortunately it's going to be a really empty apartment complex. But all the same, if you like the shape of it, you could always do something else with it. It would be a good shell, I guess. I'm just really trying to utilize all the swatches and utilize all the space. And I know I'm saying utilize a ton. It is what it is, okay? That's just what I'm trying to do, right? Utilize the swatches, utilize the space. It's kind of what you have to do when you live in a small space. I know that I have a smaller space where I live, and so I have tons of shelves and things that I can utilize the space that I have because I can't make it bigger. So I just have to work with what I got. And so that's the apartments here. You got to just work with what you got. And I think it all works out really well. I mean, I know she's sleeping in her kitchen. She, he, they, whoever is here, their bed is a little bit in their kitchen. I do move this bed because I felt the weirdness. Okay, I knew it was weird that they had a bed in their kitchen, but it is what it is, right? It's a small space. So what do you want? I really did enjoy building with this pack, and I kind of went on a binge. My next couple builds are all utilizing the for rent pack. It's a really cute little kitchen counters. I'm a little bummed it didn't come with a stove or a big fridge. It came with a mini fridge, so to speak, just as tall, a small fridge. And I know it came with things like the rice cooker, but it would have been nice to have a stove too. Even I kind of used this older gas range and I felt like it fit with the vibe. So even if it was something like that, maybe that looked a little older, I thought that would be fun. But I know that they're trying to stay as true as they can to the style that they have gone in, if that makes sense, So I get why they didn't. I get it. I got it. It's just always nice to have more kitchen stuff. I'm always a little weary about putting rugs in bathrooms. Does it go in front of the shower? Does it go in front of the sink? I mean, I'm a rug maniac. I want to put one in front of the sink. I want it in front of the toilet. I want it in front of the shower. But there's not that kind of space. And then if you have a bathtub, you want the rug in front of the bathtub. I mean, it's a lot of rugs in my mind, how I would want to place them. So I'm just okay, well, let's just put this rug right here. It's in front of everything because it's a small bathroom. But in other builds, I'm like, where do I put the rug? Where do I put the rug? Where do I put the rug? And it just kind of ends up where it ends up. I think everyone's a little different. Where do you put the rug in your bathroom? The rug in our bathrooms are in front of the sink in one bathroom, and the other bathroom, it's in front of the bathtub. Where do you put your rugs? Same for your kitchen. Is your rug under in front of your sink? In front of your stove? Where is your rugs? Where do you put your rugs in your house? Tell me. these are the things I need to know. Getting here and starting to really clutter up because I love my clutter. And I think it just helps bring this like basic build into a home, if you will, if that makes sense, if you're vibing with me here. I think it just steps it up a level. And not everyone likes clutter, and that's okay. I definitely relate with being a maximalist. I don't need stuff, but I love stuff. You know what I mean? My walls at home are full of pictures and things. I've got mugs hanging on the wall, pictures of people, pictures of plants, macrame. Like I have stuff everywhere, and it makes it feel homey to me. And maybe that's just how I was raised. I don't know. I will say if you build apartments with the For Rent pack, I would wait to turn it into a residential rental until you're all done building, as well as all done taking pictures, if that's what you do, because when I went back in to take pictures, I had to like cancel all the rooms and turn it into one big rental so that I could take pictures of all the rooms with just one sim and not them being all rented out, if that makes sense to you. If you just kind of wait till the last minute to separate these out and decide which is a shared space and which is each rental, I think it would just help your build in the end, so that way you can do everything that you need to do. Just finishing touches, going in here and wallpapering everything and making this place feel like a home that it needs to feel like. Except for down here. This is not homey. This is gross. But like, it could have been worse. I didn't put any floor stains on it because we've got a lot of stuff from like vampires and werewolves, and I'm not using them at this current moment, so it's not as grody as it could have been. Now in here is real simple. It really just is. I didn't want to add too much. It's just kind of a common shared area, places where bulletin boards sit, go get your mail. Now there are only 3 mailboxes. I wasn't sure if I put a single mailbox next to the 3, if that would work right. So I just put the 3. I don't know how that's going to work. I guess I could have put the like giant one, but then it felt weird. Why am I going to have 16 mailboxes when I have 4 tenants? I don't know. Editing windows, because, man, when you've got these smaller apartments or smaller houses in general, windows are always so hard because you need your wall space for things. I played around with the windows a lot, trying to decide what would look good. And like I said, I really wanted to use For Rent mostly. And so I didn't want to use any base game windows or base game doors. Now I'm using Debug for the landscaping because the pack didn't actually come with landscaping, even though it's got obvious landscaping everywhere. But that's fine. Debug works perfectly. There's some beautiful plants and shrubs and all the stuff in Debug. So there it is. And I just think it's so pretty. I hope you enjoyed this build. If you do, you can get it off the gallery. Remember my warning, it is not play tested yet. I think everything works, but you never know when you actually get in there. If you like this video, make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and keep coming back for more. I hope you have a great night wherever you are. Bye, y'all!